The Sorcerer's Stone may not be everybody's favorite Harry Potter film, but it did launch the fantastic movie franchise into what it has become today. Much of that is thanks to the story, which comes straight out of the original novel. And although the film is a spectacular adaptation of the book, it does not include everything the book had to offer. These are the top 7 moments from the Sorcerer's Stone book that did not make it into the movie. The scene that started it all. Dumbledore dropping baby Harry off at the Dursleys. Although this scene does happen in the book, it happens at the end of chapter 1. The rest of the chapter instead follows everyone's favorite uncle, Uncle Dursley, who is experiencing a rather odd workday. People dressed up in robes scurry about, owls are littering the sky, and one strange man even hugs Dursley in celebration, mentioning the Potters and their son Harry. We know now that these people are wizards celebrating the end of the Wizarding War, and it is quite interesting to see how little wizards seem to care about keeping their secret in a time of great celebration. Christmas at Hogwarts brings Harry some rather emotional discoveries, but to the Weasley twins, Christmas is a time for hijinks. In a brief passing line from the book, Fred and George are seen bewitching snowballs to bounce off the back of Professor Quirrell's head. Although this isn't an important moment, and can be harmlessly left out of the film, it is quite hilarious in hindsight knowing what is hiding on the back of Quirrell's head. It is not stated specifically in the film that the tasks at the end are designed by the Hogwarts professors. However, in the book, it is. And there are actually even more teachers involved in the book, because there are more tasks. Professor Quirrell has a task involving a fight with a mountain troll, larger than the one from Halloween. However, when Harry reaches this task, he finds the troll unconscious, as Quirrell has just defeated it ahead of Harry. Harry gets to walk right past the troll and on to the next task. In the film, while Harry is serving detention in the Forbidden Forest, he encounters Old Voldy himself, and is fortunately saved by the centaur Firenze. They part ways shortly after, but in the book, Harry mounts Firenze like a horse to ride to safety. 2 other centaurs, named Ronan and Bane, are appalled at the sight and confront Firenze. They cannot believe he would allow himself to be treated like a common horse, and they proceed to insult him. This is the first introduction to an ongoing subplot about the relationship between wizards and creatures, that becomes significantly more important as the series progresses. Harry's detention is set after being caught out of bed after curfew. In the film, Malfoy rats Harry out. But in the book, Harry is caught with Hermione after a successful attempt to smuggle the baby dragon Norbert out of the castle. Harry and Hermione have to lug Norbert up a tower while under the invisibility cloak, and hand him off to some of Charlie Weasley's pals, who fly by on broomstick to pick up the dragon and bring him to Romania, where Charlie is studying dragons. Unfortunately, in the excitement of the night, Harry and Hermione forget the invisibility cloak up in the tower and are caught by Filch. As I mentioned before, several professors developed their own tasks to protect the Sorcerer's Stone, one of whom is Snape. While Snape's task does involve potions, it does not involve making them. Instead, he has set up a logic puzzle, a riddle, to be solved. It's a good thing Hermione is there to solve it because, let's face it, Harry is great, but logic may not be his best attribute. When Harry forgets his cloak up in the tower after smuggling Norbert out of the castle, he doesn't get a chance to get it back. Later in the story, after serving his detention, Harry returns to his 4-poster bed to find his cloak returned with a note reading, "Just in case." We later learn that it was Dumbledore who returned the cloak. Now you'd think that any sensible instructor would withhold such an item from a student who is out and about abusing such a privilege. But instead, Dumbledore gives it back. And this opens up many questions. Did Dumbledore intend for Harry to go after the stone? Did he set up the tasks so they can be beaten by an 11-year-old? Did he want Harry to face Old Voldy? And if any of these are so, why? But these are questions to explore in another video. Before we part ways, I want to make it clear that these are only my personal top 7 moments from the book that are not in the film. There are more, and with enough participation, I will make a follow-up video counting down the top 7 moments from you guys watching. Just leave a comment below letting me know which moments are your favorites that didn't make it into the film. We want moments from Sorcerer's Stone specifically, and your list can still include the moments from this video. But again, I need enough participation to merit a second countdown. So share this video across your social media. Share with friends and get them to write their own top 7 list to participate. The more people you share this with, the more submissions we will get, and the better the follow-up video can be. But that's all for this video, and now it's time for So Long.